Welcome back. Himachal Pradesh continues to reel under financial crisis and the woes for the Congress government continue to mount. In the latest, the Himachal Pradesh High Court has allowed the sale of Himachal Bhavan, which is situated in the national capital. This after the Sukhu government in Himachal failed to pay electricity dues amounting to 150 crore rupees. The court has also directed the Principal Secretary of the Power Department to conduct a fact-finding inquiry to identify the officials responsible for the negligence that led to the situation. But is it the Congress government at fault, or even the previous BJP government failed to pay the dues, which has resulted in the development that's come in today? 15 years ago, and to give you a brief timeline here, the then government in Himachal Pradesh allotted a power project to the Seli Hydro Company to be set up in Lahaul and Spiti district. The state government had to provide basic facilities for the hydro company, but that did not happen. In response, the company moved the High Court in 2017 due to lack of facilities to set up the project. The company had to shut down the project and return it to the government. The government then seized the upfront premium. However, the court ordered the government to pay 64 crore upfront premium to the company, and the Himachal government challenged that decision as well. Now, the Himachal High Court has ordered that the Congress-led government pay this upfront premium to the company along with the 7% interest, which has essentially led to 64 crore rupees plus this 7%, which amounts to about 150 crore rupees. That's how we've arrived at that amount, and that's what has put the Congress in Himachal Pradesh in trouble. And since we see Himachal Bhavan on sale now, which has mounted trouble on the Congress party, is Congress's governance model under lens and being questioned, and also the manner in which the Congress made all of those poll promises. Remember, some of them still remain unfulfilled. So what do we make of that? We'll talk about that in just a bit. Here are the reactions that have come in. Before the reactions, let's also quickly go across to a very important voice joining us this evening. This is former Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, Jairam Thakur ji, with us on the broadcast. Good evening to you, sir. धन्यवाद हमसे जुड़ने के लिए. जयराम ठाकुर जी, हाईकोर्ट के ऑर्डर के बाद हिमाचल भवन पे के दाव पे लगने की बात आ गई है. बीजेपी कहती है ये सरासर कांग्रेस की गलती है. क्यों आप ये मानते हैं, सर?
देखिए, हिमाचल प्रदेश में जब से कांग्रेस की सरकार बनी, उनके स्टेट के इंटरेस्ट के साथ कोई वास्ता ही नहीं है, और लगातार इस प्रकार के फैसले होते जा रहे हैं सरकार की ओर से, चाहे वो कोर्ट की ओर से, जिससे प्रदेश के हितों की जो है वो रक्षा करने की बात नहीं हो रही है. इसलिए हमारे लिए चिंता का विषय है. और अभी का जो ये फैसला आया है हाई कोर्ट, ये ऑल ऑफ ए सडन नहीं आया. जजमेंट ऑलरेडी जो है 13 जनवरी 2023 की आ चुकी है, और जजमेंट आने के बाद अब तो ये एग्जीक्यूशन के लिए लगा होता ये. और दूसरी बात इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट बात है कि जहां सीपीएस को बचाने के लिए, सीपीएस की कुर्सी बचाने के लिए दिल्ली से वकील ला करके शिमला पहुंचाए जाते थे, स्टेट गेस्ट उनको डिक्लेयर करते थे, करोड़ों रुपए उन पर खर्चा हो गया. वहां ऐसे स्टेट के इंटरेस्ट को वॉच करने के लिए, स्टेट के हित को बचाने के लिए जो वकील, अच्छे वकील करने चाहिए थे अपना पक्ष रखने के लिए, वो नहीं किए गए. और दूसरी बात ये भी मैं बताना चाहता हूं कि ये भी सच्चाई है कि इन्होंने हिमाचल प्रदेश में इस कंपनी ने, जिस कंपनी से ये जिस कंपनी का ये प्रोजेक्ट अलॉट था, उनने ऑफर किया था कि हम इंटरेस्ट छोड़ने के लिए तैयार हैं. आप नेगोशिएट करते, कुछ चीजें उसमें से निकल आती, लेकिन आपको इंटरेस्ट सारी चीज में है नहीं. और अभी जो फैसला आया है आखिरकार, इससे तो पूरा हिमाचल स्तब्ध है, क्योंकि हिमाचल भवन मंडी हाउस में जो दिल्ली में है
जी,
वो दिल्ली का भी एक तरह का दिल है, यानी कि सेंटर है एकदम बिल्कुल दिल्ली का. और वो इतनी प्राइम प्रॉपर्टी वहां पर वो प्लेज कर दी कि वो एक तरह की, मतलब वो गिरवी हो गई. और ये
जी जी जयराम जी, पर अगर हम इस पूरे प्रोजेक्ट की बात करें तो कहानी 2009 में पहले शुरू हुई थी. उस साल मोजर बैर ने 64 करोड़ का अपफ्रंट प्रीमियम दिया था. 2017 में आपकी सरकार ने मोजर बैर का विड्रॉल रिक्वेस्ट ठकराया. तब आपकी सरकार हिमाचल में थी. क्या आपकी सरकार ने पूरी कोशिश की थी कि हिमाचल को ऐसा दिन ना देखना पड़े, सर?
देखिए, इस बात को लेकर बड़ा मैं साफ कहना चाहता हूं. नंबर 1, पहली बात, ये जो बार बार इस गीत को गा रहे हैं कि ये पिछली सरकार की जो है वो देनदारी हमारे ऊपर पड़ी। 2017 में मुख्यमंत्री बना हिमाचल प्रदेश का, क्या मुझे क्या नो ड्यू सर्टिफिकेट दे गए थे? क्या 50,000 करोड़ रुपए के ऋण छोड़ करके गए थे? और कर्मचारियों की सैलरी जो और उसके पे कमीशन की जो लायबिलिटी सारी की सारी जो है वो खड़ी थी। हमने उसको भी बियर किया, हमने उसका भी समाधान किया, समय पर सैलरी दी, समय पर पेंशन दी। कोविड का दौर 2 वर्ष तक रहा, उसके बावजूद भी सैलरी पेंशन हमने कभी रुकने नहीं दी। आज मुझे बताइए, हिमाचल प्रदेश में हमने तो जितना ऋण लिया था उससे ज्यादा ऋण तो ये 2 साल में ले चुके हैं। किस मुंह से बोल रहे हैं? कुछ बातों को लेकर के मुझे लगता है कि हैरानी होती है कि मुख्यमंत्री इस प्रकार से झूठ बोलते हैं। झूठ तो तथ्य जो वो परोसने की कोशिश करते हैं, गुमराह करने की कोशिश करते हैं। ये कोई जनसभा है कोई, या कोई राजनीतिक सभा है कि जिसपे हम कुछ भी बोलते जाएं? जो फैक्ट्स हैं वो फैक्ट्स हैं। अब मौजूद को ये प्रोजेक्ट अलॉट किया गया था। अलॉटमेंट के बाद जो है उनके मुताबिक जो है जो कुछ एक फॉर्मेलिटी जो है उस पर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की ओर से होनी थी, वो नहीं हो पाई और इसलिए उन्होंने कहा प्रोजेक्ट कैंसिल करना।
जी, ये 2016-17 की बात है, तो आपके गवर्नमेंट में आने के एकदम पहले की बात है। तो किस गवर्नमेंट की वजह से प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ, बीजेपी की या कांग्रेस की?
प्रोजेक्ट सफल था क्योंकि कंपनी का अपने इश्यूज थे। मैं आपको बता दूं कि कंपनी पहले ये थे और बीच में ये कंपनी के इश्यूज, इंटरनल इश्यूज थे, उस पर मैं जाना भी नहीं चाह रहा हूँ। शायद मुझे लगता है कि कुछ इश्यूज रहे होंगे और जिसके कारण जो उन्होंने बैकआउट किया है। और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि हिमाचल प्रदेश में ये जो अभी का जो ये फैसला हुआ है, ये फैसला तो सचमुच में बहुत चौंकाने वाला फैसला है। आखिरकार सरकार क्या करती रही? 2 सालों से सरकार कांग्रेस पार्टी की फैसला 13 जनवरी 2023 को आ चुका है। उसके बाद आगे बढ़ करके उनको काम नहीं करना चाहिए था क्या? उनको विचार करना चाहिए था क्या? कांग्रेस पार्टी ने का अगर ये फैसला 2013 का, ये 2023 का आया था, उसके बाद डबल बेंच के लिए नहीं किया। डबल बेंच में ये जा सकते थे लेकिन उसके बावजूद नहीं किया। उसके बाद अच्छे वकील ला करके अपना पक्ष रख सकते थे, वो भी नहीं किया। कंपनी के साथ नेगोशिएट कर सकते थे, वो भी नहीं किया। अब सारी चीजें जब नहीं की, क्योंकि इनकी प्राथमिकता है ही नहीं, और आज हालात ये बन गए कि पूरा स्टेट जो है वो बिल्कुल गिरवी रखने की स्थिति में पहुंचा दिया इनने हिमाचल प्रदेश को। मंडी हाउस में दिल्ली में हिमाचल भवन बिकने का मतलब है, हिमाचल उसको अटैच करना मतलब है कि बहुत बहुत बड़ा जो है हिमाचल प्रदेश सरकार की जिम्मेवारी जो है वो जो थी, उस जिम्मेवारी को निभाने में वो असफल रहे हैं और आखिरकार कोर्ट को इस प्रकार का फैसला देना पड़ा है।
जी, जयराम ठाकुर जी, धन्यवाद जुड़ने के लिए। Many thanks for speaking to us here on CNN News 18. I want to take that conversation forward with our guests who continue to stay on with us. Rajiv Pandey, spokesperson of the BJP, waiting with us on the broadcast patiently, and Mahima Singh of the Congress joins us on the broadcast. Mahima, thank you for taking out your time. Rajiv ji, you've been waiting. I'll make you wait for a little while longer. Let Mahima quickly open up.
Go ahead.
Mahima, how would you respond? We just heard it from the former Chief Minister. You know, he's gone on to list the several things that the Congress could not do, which has now resulted in this possible auction of the Himachal Bhavan. You know, it's housed, or rather been home to several top dignitaries of the state for so many years at length, and today he says it's the Congress's lack of being able to manage the state finances, lack of being able to put all their legal might into the case that's resulted in what we're seeing today.
Jai Hind, Kritsmeen, in fact, I was hearing the former Chief Minister also on your show, and this is a classic case of the BJP promising heavens to the people and to the corporations, and then befalling them due to their lackadaisical conduct, due to their short-sightedness, due to their myopic view of the whole scenario, I would say. And why I say this with utmost sense of responsibility is because the BJP governments across India are known for their, misleading conduct. And this time around, they have misled a renowned corporation. They have misled the public. In fact, these very hydro energy projects were right at the core of the 2022 campaign in Himachal Pradesh, where the youth even came out and asked for affidavits from some candidates that you will act against the hydroelectric power projects in our state. But let me before I go ahead on the merits
No,
of
but
this
Maima,
particular judgment.
why are you
No,
calling
no,
this
hold on.
BJP's
Allow me
problem?
to finish. Allow
Why
me
are
to
you saying
finish,
this is
Prithvi.
because of BJP's inadequacy?
If you would allow me to finish, you would know why I am saying. Because Arunachal Pradesh, the BJP government came with a thumping majority this time and the last time. And do you know, Kritsween, before the Arunachal Pradesh High Court, the BJP has given on an affidavit that it has had to withdraw 44 such hydroelectric projects because of that they have said, but we can understand that it is because of their short-sightedness. Why? Because in 2009, when Mr. Jairam Thakur's government actually sanctioned this project, it was bypassing the various factors that concern the Sali region. You know, the ecological sensitivity of the region, the shortage of resources in the region. There was not adi, which is one of the reasons Moser Bear cited before the government when it wanted to withdraw. It said there is shortage of power. It said there is there's no accessibility, and that
Again, I just
accessibility
want to
was an
ask you
issue.
who's to be blamed here? Which government is to
The
be blamed here?
the
Because
God
we've seen constant change of guard in a state like Himachal Pradesh, Congress, BJP, right? If we talk about the timeline here, because we really need to come down to the facts. 2014 to 2016, we're seeing that multiple rounds of communication with Moser Bear citing access difficulties, inadequate power supply and financial challenges took place. So that's where the story began. Cut to 7 March 2017, updated DPR submitted by the petitioner after incorporating suggestions from CA, and in April 2017 itself, BRO also informed that access road to the project site would be constructed by 2023. Then in 2017, Moser Bear sought withdrawal from the project. It's after that the BJP came to power in the state. So all through 2014 to 16, when Moser Bear was not seemingly convinced, it was the Congress that was in power in Himachal.
Let me prevent any further misleading prima facie, because you see, when we talk about this sort of projects, the people must know that the judgment, actually the judges have said, why should we not attach Himachal Bhavan? It is not that they have upfront attached it. They have, first of all, they have asked, why should we not attach it? Number one. Number two, when you're talking about the accountability, let me tell you, Kritsween, and your viewers, that you see, there was another similar, actually, similar upfront premium case where there was the amount involved was 280 crores, actually. That upfront premium, Mr. Jairam Thakur's cabinet, and in the arbitration, let it go actually to the Brackell Corporation and left it for the Congress government, which wasn't coming after them, to be paid up. We challenged that one. We challenged that 280 crore upfront premium to be paid, and we won that challenge before the High Court. And let me tell you who came to the rescue of Brackell Corporation of Netherlands. Mr. Adani came to the rescue of Brackell Corporation. So you see, when you are talking about accountability, the accountability is surely of those who have granted these letters of award to companies without considering factors
but the fact is, Maima, it was
therein.
on 15 July 2024 that the court vacated interim protection for the state due to non-compliance, and we do know that your government was in power in Himachal in 2024, and the BJP is only saying now that enough has not been done legally to avoid the situation today. I'll come back to you, Maima. Rajiv Pandey. The one thing that the Congress continues to say is that you've not left Himachal in a healthy fiscal condition for the Congress to take it forward from there. When they took on Himachal Pradesh, its responsibilities, everything that they promised to the people, Jairam Thakur and his administration had already done the blunder, and there's too much to repair now. That's why they're taking so much time. That's the one thing that they continue to reiterate.
That argument nobody will buy. In this country, government keep on checking. So every government will have to check that what was the financial health. When Jairam Thakurji became CM, then what was the position, and thereafter when Sukhu became, what was the position. The issue is, for 64 crore rupees only, Congress party has allowed attachment of Himachal Bhavan, which is the pride of Himachal Pradesh. And whole world has seen that Himachal Pradesh government is not paying 64 crores It is not the case of today. Order is passed long back. They had enough time to either, and this is the High Court order, they would have gone to Supreme Court. What Jairam Ji was saying on your channel, easily this should have been challenged if there is a legal ground. But I am saying, if suppose there is no legal ground, Walia ma'am, if suppose there is no legal ground, then can for 64 crore rupees, will you allow to get your prime properties and the most important place, this whole Mandi area, house area is known as the Himachal Bhavan area. You may be knowing there is a NSD opposite Himachal Bhavan. There is a Mandi house circle. So Congress party has let down people of Himachal Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh as a state. That is my first submission. Second point, this party came on a promise that we will do wonders on fiscals and we will give OPS 1,000 crore billies every year of the old pension scheme. Why Modi ji brought UPS? We have to contribute to get the pension. Now OPS is same for everybody. Now UPS is like OPS plus contribution.
Okay.
But Congress party is in the habit of policy paralysis. Just one line. You have not given me even 50% time. What you have given to Congress party?
I haven't even said anything, Rajiv ji. I haven't even said anything.
Ma'am, just 1 second. What I'm saying, it is the same like Manmohan Singh last 5 years, 9 to 15. That is called policy paralysis. Congress party is a party of liars. They speak anything to win elections. Now are you aware? Not about only attachment of Himachal Bhavan, Walia ma'am. It is about they are unable to pay the salary to the employees.
So it's part
Is
of the
this
larger
correct?
problem.
It
It's part of the larger problem and it's known to everybody. I mean, let's face it. The fact that you've had to push the salary date to 5th of the month for
I'm saying
government
the same
employees,
thing.
obviously there is a problem.
Sween, allow me to
And 64 crore rupees is not a small amount when you're struggling to pay the salaries of government employees. That's what it's come
And
down
then
to.
they are adding 1,000 crore.
Sween, allow me
I'm
to
not
speak.
accepting UPS.
Okay, Rajiv ji.
Please do not allow
Rajiv ji,
this
I've
stepping
heard
of
you.
lies
I've
on your
conveyed
show.
your point. Let her respond. Mahima.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
No, you see, this sort of peddling of lies on your show, if it goes unchecked, that will be very unfair on the viewer. Let me tell you, Kritsween, when the BJP spokesperson is talking, his whole narrative is a rhetoric of why the Congress government, is unfit. But let him respond on why did they grant the project to a company which, when they came to withdraw the project, what have they cited? They said that there is techno-economic inviability. So a company which saw techno-economic inviability was awarded the project by the BJP government of that time, and now the BJP spokesperson is actually talking senselessly when he is not telling our viewers. He's talking about the Himachal Bhavan, which I've already told you has not been attached, but the court has inquisitively asked, why should we not attach it? But the question is, number
it's
one,
a huge amount, 64 crore rupees plus
Ma'am,
7%
can I-
interest, almost 150 crore rupees. It's a
No,
huge
no, just
amount.
a minute.
If notice after notice, if warning after warning, you're unable to, if you're unable to meet the deadline, Mahima, this is going to happen eventually.
The BJP spokesperson.
No, I'm just saying, let's not keep saying पिछली बीजेपी सरकार की, अगली सरकार की गलती है. Let's not do this. Let's move past that.
Hold on. Kritsween, you have not interrupted the BJP spokesperson even once, and you are going on interrupting me.
Let's
you
not
are
do that,
talking
Mahima.
about
Let's
64
stick to
crores.
facts here. Yeah.
You have to. I will, but you please stick to the decorum on the show. Don't interrupt Congress only.
No,
Interrupt
nobody's
BJP
interrupting
equally.
anybody.
No,
I've given
hold
everybody
on.
their fair share.
No,
Let's
hold on.
not be unfair. Okay.
Just
Go
a
ahead.
minute. Yeah, exactly my point. Let's not be unfair. Now let me ask you: is 64 crore a bigger amount or 280 crore a bigger amount, which is on almost 5 times of what you're talking about? 280 crores upfront premium rewarded by the Jairam Thakur government. You see, Jairam Thakur actually gave into that upfront premium award given by the arbitration at that point in time, which was challenged by Sukhu government, which was challenged by the Congress, which we have prevented and saved for the state of Himachal Pradesh, where Mr. Adani came to the rescue of you-know-who, the BJP, Mr. Modi. So you see, it is a tale of hands in glove of the BJPs with the corporations, granting projects in a very short-sighted manner, and then landing the forthcoming governments in an impossible situation, and then shouting on your TV channels, oh, they are against the state, they are against the property, they are selling out the property. The BJP government has to be, their accountability has to be fixed. You have to look at the Maharashtra water grid project, the Marathwada water grid project, for example, Arunachal Siang Basin projects that I've talked about. You must not forget the Joshimath, the disaster of Uttarakhand. All over, the BJP government has awarded these hydroelectric power projects in a very short-sighted manner. And what we are seeing is a Pandora's box opening, because once that happens, there are tribal protests, there are locals protesting out there. There is no sufficient funds for the governments to fulfill these projects, or so on and so forth.
No, but if there was so much to rectify, there was so much to rectify of what the previous BJP government had done wrong, why make 10 more poll promises? When you're not going to be able to fulfill them, when you're struggling to pay salaries on time, why make those promises?
Why are you not questioning the BJP Kritsween on your show?
Right now, all I'm saying is that now that you're in power, it's been 2 years, there's been a set of issues that the Congress in Himachal Pradesh is facing. Might as well do something about it instead of constantly pointing at the previous BJP government. They've done what they had to, they've come out of it. Now, you are in a situation today that the Himachal Bhavan in the national capital is up for grabs, and that's where, this entire controversy is exploding. That's all the time I have. Thank you both of you for joining us this evening. That's all from me for now. Let's see how this plays out in the next few hours. Now